just there we go. Good evening, good morning, good afternoon, wherever you're at in the world. So I just want to come on here today and share about mental health. Um, Dr. Amen, one of the great, I believe he's a neurologist along with a psychologist, has recently mentioned about mental health. And, I figured it's not talked about too often. So tonight I'm just going to make mention of it. Mental health is important. If you're not of a sound mind, let me rephrase that. Excuse me. As I'm going, I'm just thinking of this. I wish I wrote some of this down, but I just felt like I wanted to share more about mental health than anything else. With mental health, in our current situation of COVID-19, and just getting out of it, a lot of us are having issues with understanding one another, understanding that we're all people, we're all humans. There's, who was it? There was a gentleman that had recently said on his social media platforms that the golden rule still applies. A lot of people have forgotten it. They've forgotten to treat others the way they want to be treated. They expect people to understand them. They expect people to um, cater to their needs, basically. And I understand this isn't along the lines of mental health, but it's another aspect that I want to touch on. Now, going back to mental health, you gotta understand this also applies to the golden rule. If we want to be treated fairly, I guess you could say, um, well, we want to understand the people that we're talking to. We want to understand and help them wherever we can. Like I shared yesterday, to help others, you're helping yourself. So if you strengthen someone else, you're strengthening yourself. And I have forgotten where I was going with the mental health aspect of it, but just remember mental health is important. Before you speak, have a calm mind. Understand the next words that come out of your mouth will direct the way the conversation is going, or direct how the person in front of you is feeling. We all act off cues. We all act off social cues, be it tone, fluctuation in the voice, facial expressions, which many people have said I have great facial expressions, but you probably won't see much of them in these videos within these first 10-15 days. But we all adjust. We all I don't want to say play it by ear. We either feel anxious, we feel nervous, we feel excited, happy, ecstatic, depending on what the person is telling us. And we have to understand that what we're saying, what we're doing, what the facial expressions that we have will also dictate how that person in front of us feels, how they act, how they respond. In a book I'm listening to, it's a great book. I don't remember what the name of it is, but it's this gentleman talking about his life experience of becoming a hostage negotiator. And that being said, he's sharing how to negotiate, how to understand the person in front of us in seconds, really. I don't know how. Yeah, it looks all right. I had to check something for a second. As he's going through it, the chapter that I'm on, it's understanding the people you're working with, understanding your coworkers, your subordinates, and making sure that they understand, they feel that their opinions are welcome, that they feel cared for. A lot of us now, thinking about it, seeing it every day, I would say a good majority, and it's probably going to end up being 60 40, excuse me. So 60% of the population has forgotten that the people in front of them are people, that they're humans. We're all so caught up in our lives that we want to get our point across so quickly and move on to the next step so we can either move up, succeed, whatever, without humbling ourselves, without understanding that the person in front of us is another human being, someone that we should be talking to, getting to know, and understand they have feelings, and what they're doing is what they think is best. So, again, there's a. Hey, Darius. Thanks for joining. So, there's another quote that I'd like to share by. I am going to butcher these folks' names. I believe it's Idris Elba. I'm doing well, thank you. How are you doing? So the quote goes like this: "The problem with a lot of people is that if they get rejected by a job they want or a person they like, their self confidence becomes shattered in an instant because they don't have an abundance mindset. You see, when you have an abundance mindset and you get rejected, it's okay. Because you tell yourself tomorrow I will find 10 other jobs or I will meet 10 other new people. You always have possibilities." And going back to mental health, having a strong mindset, actually, I'll leave that up there. We have to remember this life that we're in, we have countless, endless possibilities. Now, the way we think, the way we act, will dictate that. Will dictate the possibilities and the choices and our actions that we take later on down the road. I think that makes sense. Thank you. But as long as we have an abundance mindset, we'll have one of two things: a positive outlook on life, and we'll understand that there's always going to be more. There's always more that we can do. So, with that, I think that's going to be the quote that I'm going to share tonight. Yes. Oh, thank you. Could you tell Maxine I say hi? Thank you. I thought you guys were supposed to be working, by the way. But anyway, thank you guys for watching. I'm going to keep these short, mostly because today I went off script big time. I was trying to talk about mental health, mindsets, and I think I butchered it. But this is day 3 of the 100-day challenge that I'm working on. So we'll stay tuned. We'll see what I can do, and we'll see how I improve or how I fail. I'll probably fail more than improve. All right, then. You have a great day at work. All right, thank you all. Bye.